Greetings fellow vendors, Mike here with 720 Vending. Today we are going to be doing the install of a credit card reader on my USI CB300 machine with an N1 board upgrade. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Have a great day, enjoy the show. Up first, here we go at my USI CB300 machine. It's upgraded with an N1 board. Now it's time to get its card reader attached. For this project, we are going to need an 11/32 socket, a Phillips screwdriver, and I have a crescent wrench there to help me as well. Going to go ahead and get the box prepped for it. First thing we're going to do is we're going to open it up and we're going to shut off the power to the machine. I'm going to go ahead and pull the bill box off of there. I'm going to disconnect the MDB cable from the side of the bill validator and disconnect the MDB cable from the board. Going to get the 11/32 socket loaded up onto the little ratchet. Going to go ahead and set those little nuts aside. There's normally 4. I only have 3 on here, so I'll just use the 3 that I have. Now the bill validator will pull right out. I'm going to go ahead and get my screwdriver, and we're going to get this front bezel off of here. While I'm changing out this bezel, or removing the bezel, if you're interested in getting your own Cantaloupe card readers for either your full line machines or your claw machines, I have a discount code. Use 720 Vending at checkout if you're getting the G11 Pulse kit, which will do claw machines as well as MDB for regular machines. You can also get the ePort Engage. That is a full touchscreen. Right now it is just for regular vending machines with MDB. Type in the code at checkout, you get $30 off. I'll leave a link down in the description as well as links to each one of the card readers. On this bezel, there's 4 screws that hold it on. We'll go ahead and remove those 4. This bezel is designed to go on the Quik Vantage series, as well as the MEI and Crane Series 2000 validators. Nice looking piece of hardware. What I have to do is I have to connect the antenna, the MDB cable, as well as the DEX cable. The antenna will temporarily be mounted inside the machine, and while I make a bracket for it. So the antenna goes on the left hand connection there, and it does thread on. Gonna go ahead and get this threaded on here. I'm gonna get it placed just right because it's a little bit of a tight fit in that area. Getting that threaded on there. If you're having issues, you can also use a little 8mm wrench. I just didn't have one on me. Once that's on there nice and snug, should be all good to go. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification for future videos I release. Once this is nice and tight on here, I'm going to go ahead and add the MDB filter. Clips in there. And then I'm going to go ahead and add the DEX cable as well. You have to make all these connections before you put the bezel on the card on the bill validator. Making sure I get everything routed just right. There is enough of a gap on either side to route the cables out each side of the validator. And then you're going to put the 4 screws you took out that held the original bezel on back in there to hold the new bezel on. It only takes just a moment to put these back on. Don't tighten them all down until you get all 4 screws in. One of the reasons I like this little tool is because it just comes in handy in small spaces. A nice feature of the Engage combo is you do not have to drill new holes in the machine to mount the card reader to the front. It goes right on top of your bill validator, and it works great for older machines that weren't designed to have a card reader. You've got your wires hanging off there. I'll grab my socket, put it back on there, and my MDB cable, and we're going to go up here and we're going to hook everything up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to put the bill validator back into its slot, and we're going to put what I have is the three nuts to attach it. Some machines don't have much room to work around in there. That's why the Engage series will work really well. That way you don't have to have a telemetry box hanging around. Now the bill validator is reattached in there. We are going to go ahead and start getting cables connected and tucked up into place. As you can tell, it fits in there nicely. Looks very professional. Going to reconnect the MDB cable back to the side of the validator. You can do this before you reinstall it to the machine or after. Right now I'm just tucking the cable up for the DEX cable and plugging it into the DEX port for the N1. Making sure everything's clear so I can still get to buttons. The MDB power filter actually tucks up into this nice little hole here, keeps it out of the way. The antenna cable, I'm going to clean this up and fought with this for a few moments. And I'm going to clamp it to the side of the door here. I'm actually making a bracket for it as we speak, so I can mount it inside the door. You can also drill a hole in the top of your machine and feed it through, but you would need to do that before you put the bill validator in. Up next is the MDB cable. I'm connecting it to the power filter right here. I'm going to tuck the wires around here nice and neat. The male connector goes into the MDB slot on the N1 board. The female connector gets connected to the bill validator and the coin mechanism. Just tucking up the wires right now using the twist tie that came with it. Making sure nothing's in the way, no coin mech issues, coin return issues. Don't want the cables getting pinched. Gonna throw the bill box back on there, and then we're gonna go ahead and get down here and power this thing back on. Just making sure the cables are all tucked up nice and neat, not gonna interfere with anything. Like I said, some machines don't have very much room to work around in there. On comes the machine. Card reader's booting up. The board's up. Once the card reader comes online, I'm going to do a test vend using my pass card. The camera doesn't get a good view on the screen, sorry. Puts a credit on there. And let's get a Mountain Dew. Got a Mountain Dew. I'm hitting cancel on the card reader because it was set for multiple transactions. So as you just saw, straightforward, easy installation. Used my test card to do a test payment. Everything is working. Temporarily, I have the antenna mounted right here. It's going to get mounted over here once I have it. Once I build the bracket for it. I don't feel comfortable having this outside the machine. It is your choice. As you can tell, N1 board is in there. Display, MDB connection to there. Goes down to the coin mechanism. Takes bills, takes cards, takes cash. For more vending related content, like and subscribe. Have a great day, everyone.